hell of a bonus part this week.
YouTube gets 5 minutes.
YouTube.
Sorry, what was your question?
So how do you think, how much of that, when Vince came out and said, hey, we haven't been doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're going to do a reset kind of a thing. How much of that do you think was truth, and how much of it do you think was just content for TV?
I guess we'll find out.
I don't even know what that means. What's happening here?
So Ty is just saying.
You're reading.
So Ty was just saying in training, we've discussed this before, and I say this a lot, and this is actually something I learned from Lance, is you have to know your rank in wrestling, right? You got to know where you are and who you're talking to.
I know where my rank is.
Publicly, I try not to critique the Fed.
Down with the janitor.
What do I know, right? But with my students, we'll kind of sit around and critique what we think. And I would sometimes say, this is what I think about these pay-per-views. And then I would always say, well, what the fuck do we know?
Right.
And that's exactly it. What the fuck do we know? We don't know. We're not running this billion-dollar industry.
I know, but sometimes things happen that really make you react no matter what. And it's not just as a fan, it's also as a wrestler, like, this is fucking stupid. And like if Katie Vick was number 27 tonight in the Royal Rumble. Okay.
And so the thing is, I'm not saying that wrestling fans don't know wrestling. No. Because instinctually you're going to know what you like and don't like. And all wrestling psychology is manipulating what a crowd feels.
Yes.
That's all we do as wrestlers, as psychologists. We try to make you feel something. And if we fail at that, then you will know if you don't like something.
Colin always makes me feel something.
That's true. And not usually when I'm wrestling, but outside of it.
Always includes both, my friend.
But we don't always know, but you can still have your opinion. That's fine, but just easy. just take a breath before you critique some of this shit, right?
Yeah.
I have people critique me all the time. Oh, who the fuck is that guy? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, but who the fuck are you?
Right?
What have I ever done? Yeah, sure. What the fuck have I ever done? But what the fuck have you ever done?
So I guess that's kind of my point. Just because you're a wrestler doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to enjoy or not enjoy a piece of content within wrestling.
Of course.
If you didn't enjoy it, but then you don't go across the other line and say, that was written really poorly. I bet you it was written by this writer because this writer sucks and I don't like this guy and all this. Yeah. That's where you're coming from, is you're not going to be one of those people.
Well, and look at NXT. Like, yeah, sure. Maybe some of them are right. Maybe it's the wrong person on the wrong show, but you look at NXT and that is a thumb on the pulse of this business.
It's not even the wrong show though. It's like Mick Foley said years and years and years ago. He said that wrestling is like a 3-ring circus. If you don't like what the Bears are doing in there, you may like the trapeze artists. You may like the clowns. You may like that. WWE has just created more rings now. Yeah. Literally and figuratively. They've created more brands. They've created more events. They've got a UK thing going on now. They've got, all sorts of stuff. Then there's the big show, which is not the wrestler, but the actual big show itself. Like the main WWE, which, like it or not, has the most fans. Yeah. The hardcore fans, or the fans of the classic, or whatever you want to call it, they go to the NXT thing. Although it's going to be very interesting to see what is it? AOE? No, not AOE.
AEW. So All Elite Wrestling. So we have 1 minute left before we wrap this up. What do you think about AEW? And then I'll give my 2 cents.
I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited because these are genuine.
So explain to everybody what AEW is.
So a bunch of the independent wrestlers in the world, the best independent wrestlers in the world,
but three specifically who are running it.
Chris Jericho and the Young Bucks.
No, who are running it. So Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks are co-sharing the vice presidency of this company. They have a billionaire backer, and their number one free agent that they signed, who is no longer a free agent, is Chris Jericho.
Right. So amazing. And they're going to create, they did a pay-per-view called All In not too long ago.
And the second one is called
All In again.
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing.
It's called Double or Nothing. Is going to be in Las Vegas, and then they're going to do one in Jacksonville, Florida, which will be the home base of AEW. So they did a press conference. You can go to Being the Elites channel on YouTube and look at us plugging stuff and getting no money for it.
Hey man, when WCW went big against WWE, where were they located? Same region.
Tampa, Florida. But yes,
same region though. Same part of the country.
This is the amazing thing. So we're hoping that this sparks a new era of wrestling, some new competition.
Yeah.
So the Royal Rumble is starting now. We are going to try to podcast when the Royal Rumble's over, so we might be able to
you'll see us later.
Possibly also might see us on Lisa Marie Riddle's Facebook at some point, if not today, in the near future.
Yep.
So check out. So we talked about the Real Deal TV on Shaw. Go check that out at Real Deal TV show, or go to Lisa Marie's page for further details. We have some stuff on our page as well. We critiqued a Fox and Friends video, so you can go back and listen to that if you didn't hear that, and then watch that video.
It might not have been Fox and Friends. It might have been Fox, just a Fox.
It's just a Fox. It's on my Facebook page, though. You can look. It's about 6
look for
minutes,
yourself.
And we talked about how mainstream media manipulates people. We talked about Netflix compared to regular cable, and then we discussed the Royal Rumble. So, if you go back and watch what you haven't watched. If you're interested in that, comment anything you want to comment. We will kind of jump in on those comments as well. Join us next week. We will do Sunday again because my work schedule's all over the place, probably around the same time. If you have anything that you would like us to discuss, please leave it in the comments and we will make a structured plan again. And we will talk about that. If you want to talk about some bullshit or some interesting stuff, we will literally talk about anything you want to hear. I love talking about bullshit. Bullshit can be a good thing sometimes.
Bullshit. BOWL.
Yes, and we will always answer your questions. So ask questions in the comments. We love the whole point of this is not for the views afterwards. It's for the people that we're talking to during. We do this just to have a chat, just to talk to either fans of mine or if Chisholm has any fans of Chisholm's or just people I know. We just want to get a conversation going. So enjoy the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. In a world divided by black and white arguments, myself, Kelowna's Cougar Meat Kid Colin Cutler, and
the unnamed Mike Chisholm. We will see you next time.
Are here to explore the world of gray. See you next time.
Love. Out.
6 minutes.